Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray, and today we're back with some more Risk of Rain 2. God, it's so funny because I default to saying some more, even if it's something I haven't played in so long, hence the title of this stream. I haven't played Risk of Rain in years. It has literally been years. And here I am saying, welcome back, as if we just did this last week. Um, that's just so funny. But regardless, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray, and today we're playing some more Risk of Rain 2. Well, goddamn, I restarted to give myself a fresh start. Still said welcome back. Third time's a charm. We're gonna act like nobody's been here. Nobody has been here. It's a little fresh start, a little redo. Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray, and today we're playing Risk of Rain 2 for the first time in years, baby. I've heard so many awful things have changed in this game when it comes to the DLC, so we're not playing the DLC because it's not like I've really gotten sick of the amount of content that's in the base game. And like I said, it's been quite some time since I last played this game. And with that, we're just gonna get right into it. We're not gonna leave anything. We're not gonna leave anything behind. We're gonna pick up all the best guns. I had to recomp that sentence. I had to go to go again. But yeah, it's one of those games that's perfect to just kind of chat, play in the background. It's not super high maintenance, high stress. I kind of wonder what they've changed that's pissed people off so much. Anyone out there who's like a diehard Risk of Rain fan, I'd love to know, like, kind of what's happened. I'm a big fan of kind of poking my head into, like, video game drama and like, controversies in the industry and stuff, just because, like, even if I don't play the associated game, it's still interesting. Like, what the fuck is that? I do not remember that at all. I think one of the biggest fall-offs that is like yet to be measured in the video game industry has to be Subnautica, bro. People loved Subnautica 1. I have, to this day, never played it. I don't know, maybe I will sometime, but given the fucking, you know, given the way that the Subnautica devs are kind of pushing things, not the devs as much as just the company behind it. I don't know. I feel like we've talked about this a couple times on the channel, but not a big fan of AI. And when people are like, or when CEOs are like, let's fire the whole fucking company, the whole company for the most part. Let's downsize the shit out of this bitch. And replace it with AI. Like, how can you say that with a straight face and think you're making a fucking good decision for your company? I wonder how many companies sink into the depths of the fucking earth because they decided they were just gonna fucking go gung-ho into AI. Dude, nobody gives a flying fuck about AI. Like, unless they hate it. That's the only thing. It's like, don't get me wrong, I don't like it. But it's like, I have yet to hear anyone who's not like someone's grandma that's like fucking posting AI slop on their Facebook. Like, most people around my age and a little older hate this shit, bro. Like, get it the fuck out of here. Like, nobody asked for it. It cropped up out of nowhere. They're trying to implement it into fucking everything, dude. It's like, nobody fucking asked for like, why does my toilet seat need to have an AI fucking camera in it to analyze my ball sack? Like, I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that that's necessarily like the best use of their resources or mine. Like, why are we doing this? Why do I need an AI powered toothbrush to tell me how well I've brushed my fucking teeth? You should know. Like, you should know how well you've brushed your teeth. Like, the things that people rely on AI for is just fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna be so real. People can't even cheat in fucking school now without that shit, dude. Google's been around for fucking ever. I was not good at math. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was just a fucking mathematician. Never have been. Never been the best at math. You know, especially when it gets into fucking algebra and shit, dude. I'm lost. So like, literally, people can't even fucking get through school without using AI. Like, dog, you don't need that. You just don't need it for anything. Almost any fucking, like, thing people use it for, you can use other things to do that. Like, I just don't get the obsession with outsourcing literally any fucking anything to AI. Like, you can't even fucking make an... Like, half the advertisements I see on TV is just fucking AI garbage. Like, nobody asked for it, and I'm hoping that it's just a fad that kind of fades into nothingness. I'd love to believe that AI just becomes, you know, it eats itself alive or something. But I unfortunately foresee just some fucking absolute trash happening in the future. Just some absolute fucking diabolical garbage. Like, you can already see the influx of companies just deciding to sell their fucking sell their, you know, their guys down the river, essentially. Like, we can save 50 cents. Let's go. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why there's some people just like staunchly defending AI companies at this point when we all know that they don't contribute positively to many things at all. Like, I've heard people have arguments that it could be useful in the medical field. Maybe, sure. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how fucking accurate the shit they're spitting out is. Maybe when it comes to like trying to brainstorm how to cure incurable diseases or something, but I don't know. I feel like people need to learn how to do things without having to fucking ask their dumbass little AI assistant in their pocket whether they should do that thing or not. Like, my fucking one of my bosses literally like kept talking to it like it was a person. I'm like, dude, this is like, ugh. This is gross. You're not like, big dog, this is ridiculous. You are in your fucking 40s and you're talking to an AI assistant like it's your best friend. Like, it's just so sad. That's just so sad that's I don't know, so many kids are gonna grow up completely fucking dumb because of AI. Not that I'm like the smartest fucking guy, dude. I've never claimed to be like Einstein, I've never claimed to be king shit, but like, I feel like there are a lot of things that should be accomplished without AI 100% of the time. And the more people utilize it, the more they fucking patronize these companies. The more they're gonna think that that's acceptable and that people want it. So it's just like, if you would like to know what you can do to lessen AI and like kind of, you know, I guess not lessen, that's not the right word, but like if you want to try to do what you can to make an impact, don't fucking use it. That's all you can do. I don't know, man. Ops Arc Raiders kind of seems like it's just that next trendy game that's gonna, like Fortnite, that's gonna like fucking fall off a cliff. I feel like there's always these games where it's like everyone's like, you have to play this game, and then it's like it has a fucking 6-month lifespan, and then nobody gives a shit about it. Like, dude, I loved Splitgate when it first came out. It was fantastic. It really was mechanically a fantastic shooter. Now I don't give a fuck. I could not give less of a shit about that game. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it just sucks. It sucks that you know, interest in some of these things kind of just wanes, and then as interest dips, the care that's put into a lot of them on the developer end just kind of ceases to be. Like, I don't know. There are so many experiences that I feel like I've yet to enjoy when it comes to games, and I don't feel like the industry is moving in the right direction to be able to accomplish some of these goals. Like, what was so disheartening, so incredibly disappointing to hear, was that fucking, that a lot of these VR companies are like, a lot of these studios creating VR games are like just gone. Like, they're just fucking closing because they're getting bought by other companies like Meta, and then they don't want to Meta in this case doesn't want to keep investing in that sector. So it's like, why would you fucking kind of get the ball rolling, dumping a bunch of money into a thing, and then when you realize it's going to take a little longer than you want to get your resources, your finances back, you're just going to fucking dip, just be out of there. Like, it gets to the point where, how can you really have any sort of faith as a consumer? How many people just got fucking Meta headsets for Christmas and now have increasingly less games to look forward to in the future? I'm just saying. It's food for thought. So, I plan on moving into some more long-form content, some more videos in the future. Maybe some video essays or documentaries. I just have to kind of set aside the free time, which is frustrating and difficult to do sometimes because live streams are kind of easy, right? You just pop it on, you play whatever game, you have a little conversation, that's it. Whereas when you make a video, you can set aside countless hours to do that. You can put in so much effort to make a quality video, and if it doesn't come out at just the right time or hit just the right niche, then you're kind of fucked, right? And then you feel like you've wasted all this time. It's difficult to feel motivated to sink resources into that project again, into a similar project even. So then you get demoralized. So, God, I've said so many times. Nonetheless, my point being, as much as long-form content is more important to the platform, I feel like it takes more continual effort, and there's also a lot of competition. When it comes to live streams, per game, like, you don't have quite as many people per category currently live on YouTube compared to Twitch. So, like, with Twitch, you're not going to get found out. The discovery rate on Twitch is just terrible. So, unless you're really lucky or someone kind of puts you on, you're more than likely not going to be found or discovered regularly on the platform. So really, I've been kind of advised people who are new to creating content to sink more time into YouTube, because it's a growing market. There are more and more people watching live streams on YouTube now, and it may not be what the platform is known for, but it definitely has an ever-growing audience. And I don't know, if I feel like it's been incredibly beneficial to have streamed the past, who knows how long I've been streaming now, honestly, probably 2 to 3 years now. Um, but I feel like it's just been incredibly beneficial for growth, for retention, all of the analytics that YouTube finds incredibly important. I don't really give a fuck about them as much. I mean, it's interesting to watch the numbers grow, per se, but it should never be the reason why you're making content on YouTube. You should play games that you want to play, and that you feel like you'll interact well with, if that makes sense. Like, if you know a particular game makes you really pissed off, unless the point of your content is to be angry, unless it's like rage content, I wouldn't recommend playing those games that make you super angry all the time. You know, it kind of tends to weigh on you. Coming from someone who sat down and beat all 3 Dark Souls games for the channel for the first time, mind you, I had never beat those games. I had played 1 and 3 actually quite extensively, but I had never beat them. So, like, when I played those games, it took so much out of me to keep coming back. But at the end of the day, it's some of my favorite content that we have here on the channel. Even if it is earlier and it doesn't have quite as much structure to it. I mean, not that it's unstructured. It's just like I don't know. Since I was learning it all on the fly, so it's a very authentic experience, I guess. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, I'm not sitting there watching a guide the whole time or reading a guide to kind of make sure I'm on track. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I get real stuck, I'll even admit it on stream when I have to move something up. Because eventually it gets to the point where you don't want to sink any more time into doing the wrong thing, especially when like, there are some very obtuse fucking objectives that you have to accomplish in the Souls games, sometimes to progress the story. So, like, or like there are, you know, optional side areas that may yield better boss fights or weapons or, you know, views, etc., that you may miss. You may completely pass them up because you just don't know to look for them. So I definitely find myself looking stuff up when I've hit a wall or when I know that there's something coming up that I can't miss. But I think another thing that people overlook when starting a channel is that is a lot of competition in general. There are so many people playing so many different games, so unless you pick something that you don't feel like everyone's covering, like, you can't break out as a, say, like a COD YouTuber. That shit's just not gonna happen. Like, the odds of you becoming a popular Call of Duty YouTuber, streamer, whatever whatever title you want to give it, it's just low as fuck. Whereas you play, like, what I've noticed for newer streamers, the easiest thing to break out into is like a good roguelike, roguelite. Those kind of games, due to the infinite levels of replayability in them, based off like the levels you or like the perks you tend to get throughout the levels, it makes it so you tend to not focus on small individual aspects of the gameplay as much as just going. You know, you're trying to get to the next moment. So you, especially with a game like this, I can kind of just turn my brain off and play. Whereas there are definitely other roguelikes, like Binding of Isaac, that I just have to kind of lock in for more, which is natural. I mean, there are some games that just take a different level of attention. I'm just trying to make sure we've gotten all our pickups, so we're not wasting this gold. This blah, whatever. I feel like we've gotten it. Every chest I keep coming up across has just been completely fucking barren. Dude, I had some delicious tikka masala. It was so good. It was from like my local I don't know what to call it. It's like a variety grocery store. Um but it was in the international food section, dude, and it fucking kills. If you're into Indian food. EFJ! What? Welcome to stream. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I feel like we've gotten just about all of the chests that we can here. I'm not seeing anything else. You're doing okay for once? Well, that's good to hear. Sorry that you're not usually doing okay. I hope that changes for you in the future. See, now this is a game I can sit down and play for fucking 10 hours straight. Should I? Probably not, but I definitely could. See, I don't know if I've ever completed a clear of this game. Risk of Rain 2. That's what we're currently playing, EFJ. Yeah, so even though I haven't played this in a long time, the last time I did play it was not on console, so I'm getting all of these achievements for the first time. How is Chief? He's doing well. It was his birthday the other day. We spoiled the hell out of him. I say the other day, but that was last month. There's something just very therapeutic about a game like this, where you don't have to put in a whole lot of thought. So it's something I like because you can chat a lot easier with a stream, or you can kind of just play a game like this and talk to the homies. Like if they want to play a different game, you could just play this. I feel like a lot of the times I judge games too harshly because they're not as serious as I'd like them to be. But then I realize that like me playing solely difficult, serious games all the time is why I fucking get burnt out the way I do. Like, I loved playing the Souls games. I really did love playing them. But it burnt me the fuck out, dude. And then Elden Ring, even more so. Um, so I've definitely learned for the future to kind of pace that. Um, at least going on in the future. Yeah, it's been snowing quite a bit in our area, so Chief has just been loving it. He's a big fan. There's gotta be a couple more pickups around here. Yeah, same. All all of that snow from fucking days ago is still going. Or like it's still there. And then it kind of picked up a little bit more today. Got like 3 or 4 more inches on top of that. Which is average, you know what I'm saying? Totally average. It's actually a lot. It's a lot of snow. Like, I actually don't think I've seen that much snow in my entire life. Huge. Yeah, but that's kind of this is the idea. You wanna, if you haven't played this game, which I don't know how some people haven't played Risk of Rain at this point, but it's like a lot of other roguelites. You're running around, you're fucking looking for power-ups, most of them contained within chests. You get a couple drops from, or you get a drop from the boss. I think when it gets a little further, you might start getting 2. I don't remember. No, there's the challenge, and that's how you can get 2. Like I said, it's been quite some time. Dude, I was thinking, right? I'm so nostalgic for Minecraft, but like, it's so difficult to stream that, right? First of all, a lot of people don't really have interest in Minecraft the same way they used to. Growing up, I would sit there and watch 6 hours of Minecraft videos. Whereas now I feel like the competition's fucking crazy, and I really don't have enough skills at that game to, like, set myself apart. But I'll make a little bit of a pivot. In that vein, even though we won't be streaming or making much content about Minecraft, we do have a personal Vid-Bits realm on Minecraft Bedrock, but I think you can access it through Java, which can kind of act as a way for us and our community to kind of hang out, especially those of you who are members. It's one of those things where, like, we definitely would let people in, but if it started getting packed, we'd have to kind of enforce the members only deal. Just because that's what it initially was created as, was just a little perk for our members to be able to interact with us or hang out, play with your friends. It's up 24/7. If you're interested in joining the Minecraft realm, just hit me up via Discord. Pops can send a oh no, actually I think the Discord's under construction right now. But shit. Just shoot a text in the live chat and I'll add you. If you're ever interested in hanging out with us after hours per se. After dark. Me and Pops have put quite some time into making a pretty awesome play space. Don't get me wrong, there's quite some work to be done, but it acts as a little way for us in our community to hang out. I really wanted to speedrun DuckTales, but I don't know, it was proving to be too stressful for today. I mean, it's been quite some time in general since I streamed, so I don't know why I was insisting on doing something ultra stressful. I'm glad that Pops kind of, you know, helped sway me a little bit into doing something I'm going to enjoy a little bit more, because I feel like I legitimately would have just been miserable. What the fuck? Okay, I don't remember what that is. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I feel like 2025 was just an absolutely crazy year for us here on the channel. We blew up in a big way, really, just getting to the point where I kind of never thought we'd get. Not that I don't believe in me and Pops or you guys. It's just like the level of growth day after day, even when we've been on hiatus, has been kind of crazy. Pops hasn't really been on a hiatus. He's still been fucking grinding per usual, but like even as we slowed down a little bit, it was, you guys like still were popping off, liking like crazy, supporting us, and you know, it gave me, like, even though I had no energy left in the tank, I kept thinking about it, right? It was in the back of my head. I kept thinking, man, I want to get back in the game. I want to fucking hang out with the bros. You know, not necessarily just the bros, but you know what I mean. Just get back on. It had been some time, and I was just kind of frustrated with myself for putting it off as long as I did. But the thing is, once you get back into it, whatever it is, whether that be playing an instrument, a hobby, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to engage with, the second you come back, it is already easier than putting it, if that makes sense. Like those first few steps may be a little uncomfortable, but that, like, once you break it in, man, you're back. And I plan on being back regularly. I feel like I kind of let you guys down there for a little bit towards the end of 2025. I let Pops down this year with Game of Day May, just not Game of Day May as much as Spooktober. I feel like I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't do as much as I should have last year. As much as I feel like I did a lot, there were a couple, you know, there were plenty of things I felt like I could improve on in retrospect. You know, and with that, I plan on at least doing 2 to 3 streams a week. At least. I feel like that's manageable, and the fact that I've been lacking is just kind of ridiculous on my part, and I want to apologize. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. Since I was the one going through it, I totally know that I know that I was tired, and I know that I didn't have much left. But I still feel like I should take accountability because, at the end of the day, you guys are the reason why we have the platform, the position we have. It's only because of you guys. Legitimate. If you didn't feel like hanging out, watching the streams, liking, subscribing, the works, you know, if you guys didn't do that, we wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, we might be, you know, still playing games and stuff, but the Vid-Bits, you know, and all the memories we've made here on the channel, just they would just cease to exist. So I feel like sometimes YouTubers think, you know, when YouTubers kind of thank their community, it sounds corny, but guys, even if we're just a, you know, little couple thousand subscriber channel, that is more than I thought I was gonna accomplish as a kid. It legitimately was my dream to have a channel with a couple thousand subs. It didn't need to be no million sub fucking, you know, super popular channel. That wasn't what it was about. It was to have at least a small little community of people who cared about the same type of stuff as me and wanted to hang out and chat. Like, whether that be for the lives, you know, on more long form stuff, which that's my New Year's resolution for the channel for 2026 is getting back into the long form, posting more full-length videos. As much as I love live streaming, I feel like there are so many topics that I'd like to talk about. You know what I mean? I love yapping. If you guys didn't know, I could fucking yap all day. I'm sure you guys could tell. But like, I love talking. So and there are a multitude of topics that I'd like to cover here on the channel, for stuff like video documentaries, for, you know, a little bit more thought out and, you know, involved kind of stuff. I know I'm capable of it. I've spent countless hours in my own time practicing. I just never really felt like I was quite where I wanted or felt like I needed to be, but I really do just think that's me judging myself too harshly. You know, don't get me wrong, I feel like I could definitely improve on certain techniques that I don't fully understand when it comes to video editing, and certain, you know, I feel like I could pick up more processes to increase the quality, but I need to just start dipping my toe back in. See, this is probably my least favorite level. I'm not entirely sure though. Oh, I hate these guys. Yeah, it's kind of hard to remember that sometimes. I appreciate the positive words, EFJ. I don't know. It's just I feel like there will always be that kind of internal dialogue I have with myself where I just fucking talk complete shit, bro. And I don't know where it comes from or how to address it. It's just like I will always undersell to myself my own abilities. Like, there have been so many things that I thought that I couldn't do, and all it took was me fucking trying a little bit. You just gotta remember that things aren't as difficult as they seem sometimes, I guess. That's actually a really good fucking... As far as I understand it, that's a really good power-up right there. Especially late game. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a pro when it comes to this this game or its meta or anything. Is that for armor plate over there? Is that what that's for? Low-key, a good idea. Let's go for one more. Oh, shit. I don't think I wanted to lose that item. That should give me, like, a pretty hefty damage or damage resistance right there. Yeah, no. What's my favorite game? God, such a loaded question. It kind of matters when you ask. Like, for the most part, fuck. Like my favorite game isn't like my comfort game or a game I always come back to. See, because, like, it's so difficult to answer just flat favorite game. I love Mario 64. I love Mario 64. Truly, it's one of my favorite speedruns. But I feel like it's such a basic answer. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that, like, judge... Like, I judge my own answer, so then it's not my answer anymore. I mean, I can give you a couple, right? Let's do top 5. I can't do... And this is in no particular order, completely subject to change as I decide. This is not definitive. But if we're saying, let's put one shooter on there, it's Black Ops 2. Or Black Ops 3. Those are interchangeable. For multiplayer, Black Ops 2, a little bit more than 3. For zombies, Black Ops 3, because it's just the penultimate zombies experience. And I have a bunch of nostalgia. Minecraft has to be on that list because I grew up at the age where fucking everyone played Minecraft. I mean, don't get me wrong, I started playing, like, I played it the second it came out for Xbox 360. Like, literally, I remember there not being Minecraft on the 360 and having to get clones of the game. So, like, Minecraft is definitely, like, it's the most nostalgic game for damn near anyone, or, you know, 25 or younger right now. You know what I mean? So that's definitely up there. my favorite game to speedrun is either Mario 64 or DuckTales. Mario 64 is just incredible as far as speedrunning goes, and it's kind of just changed the game when it comes to what a speedrun can do, or what the community can do to the game. My favorite RPG, shit. I'm trying to go genre by genre. If we're going classic turn-based RPG, it's Pokemon Soul Silver. Or Silver, or Gold. But Soul Silver just because it's the best Pokemon game, hands down. It's at the point where, okay, in my opinion, Pokemon hits a critical mass where there's too much, dude. It hits a point where it's like, fucking, like, I'd say Black and White is the last good Pokemon generation. Like Black and White 2, but after that, the creativity when it comes to Pokemon fucking sucks, dude. It sucks. Like, and even in Black and White, it was starting to struggle a little bit. Like, by the time you get to where we're at now, it's like fucking jingling keys, dude. Pokemon X and Y, and that's not even recent. Pokemon X and Y was forever ago now. I feel like fucking unk right now, but like, Pokemon X and Y had Clef Key, a fucking sentient pair of keys. Dude, if that doesn't tell you all you need to know about the creative direction of fucking Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like, it's done. It's over. It's never coming back either, guys. Like, the people who think Pokemon's gonna come back to form, like, to true form, they're just coping hard as fuck. Because I really just, at this point, I don't think it's fucking happening. Like, as much as I'd love for it to, as much as I think it should, it won't. These new 3D Pokemon games are lame as fuck, and empty, and ugly. Like, there was no part of me that was even going to consider shelling out a fucking cent for Pokemon Legends CA whatever. Like, I just was never going to. Ever. Like, unfortunately, like, you lose me. You lost me. And people act like it's people act like you'll always be most nostalgic for the generation that like came out around, when you got into the series, but like, I don't know. I played all of them at the same time, essentially. I don't know what this even does. But like, I played Red and Blue first, and then I forgot I even had this ability. I played Red and Blue first, and then I played Silver, and then I played Red and Blue, then Soul Silver, then I actually got Silver and Gold. I got a whole Pokemon care package from my dad one year for Christmas or my birthday, which was all of the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Pokemon games. This was not a fucking super expensive Christmas when I was a kid. Now, every single one of these games, even if it's just a loose cartridge, is $80 or more. You fucking evil scalping bastards. Not you guys in particular, but the people out there who have done this to Pokemon as a fucking hobby. Like, whether it be cards, games, there's no way to reasonably collect anything that has the word Pokemon on it anymore without paying a fucking your child's college tuition. You know what I mean? Like why? I'm just kind of bamboozled as to why this is the direction that we went in. But nonetheless, I feel like, I don't know. So, dude, even just mentioning Pokemon gets me fucking fired up, because I feel like, unfortunately, there are a lot of things when it comes to video games that I got into as a kid when it was already in its prime. Literally, in my opinion, like, okay, say for example, Black Ops 2. That was my first Call of Duty game. First experience. It was already peak. Shit already peaked. Like, literally when I got into it, it was already peaked. Like, some people argue it happened before that. But, I mean, I wouldn't say that it peaked at that point. I feel like Black Ops 3 is peak. Give me 1 second. Athena, go on. I know. Good girl. Sorry about that. My dog came in. Yeah, but like, like my first real console, like, my first console technically is a plug-and-play pack of Namco joystick. That was the first thing. No, yeah, I guess if we're saying game console, that's the closest thing to the first console. Then I had a 3DS, or no, actually I had a Game Boy Advance first, and then I got a 3DS. But yeah, so the first real console I'd say is the Wii. That I adopted my family Wii. A lot of people kind of know what I'm talking about, where like everyone kind of stopped being interested in the Wii as a whole. So then like people who aren't gamers dropped it like a fucking a ton of bricks, because nobody was talking about it or really gave a shit about it anymore. And some people kind of base their interest on whether other people care about it. So then it kind of dropped like a ton of bricks. So then like my mom was like, do you want the Wii? We're gonna probably just set up like a PlayStation or something in the living room for a DVD or Blu-ray player or whatever. So I was like, okay. I got the Wii. I played so many games, which in retrospect, the Wii might quite literally be the worst console generation ever, dude. I'm joking, and that's hyperbole. I would say the current console generation is worse than the Wii, but nonetheless, the Wii had so many licensed games that were garbage, like Shrek games and fucking, anything you can think of. I'm sure that G-Force, do you remember G-Force, the hamsters, the little hamster team? I'm sure G-Force has a game on the Wii. I don't know if that's for sure, but it probably does. I'm almost certain it does. You know what I mean? Like Wreck-It Ralph. Anything you can think of around that time period has a game on the Wii. Like, literally, everything. Fucking Scratch Your Butthole Simulator. I'm surprised it didn't come out on Wii. But yeah, so like the Xbox 360 is probably my favorite console generation. Just because, dude, if you weren't around for the summer of arcade, bro, you just don't know. You don't know ball. You don't know game. You weren't there. Like, the summer of arcade on the Xbox 360, peak, bro. Like, I mean, bangers, banger after banger every week. Every week, another fucking 10 out of 10 coming out. Some of my favorite games of all time came out during the summer of arcade. Like, man, you just had to be there. You just had to fucking be there. Hell yeah! G-Force is a 2009 action platformer video game based on the Disney movie of the same name, where players control elite guinea pig spies using gadgets and teamwork to stop villains' world domination. I remember in 3rd grade giving out, this is Bray's Valentine's story. I remember giving out G-Force themed Valentines to my class in 3rd grade. Such a weird fucking memory. Like, I cannot tell you a single fucking moment of G-Force the movie. I could not, gun to my head, family on the line. I don't know G-Force the movie. I've seen it. It's like the definition of a fucking fever dream, man. Like, I know it exists. I remember it enough to know the name, and I know I've at least seen the movie once, But there is just no part of this movie that registers to me at all. At all. Shout out Pops for elaborating on some of the points I'm bringing up in chat. But yeah, dude, Castle Crashers came out Summer of Arcade. Fucking Braid. You had fucking Battle Block Theater coming out. Just some of the best games, bro. Limbo, Shadow Complex. People fucking love that one. But yeah, those are some good ones. Dude, let's have a moment of silence for Xbox 360 Developer of the Year, bro. Of the year. Not really of the year, but the team behind Super Meat. No, not Super Meat Boy. Fucking Explosion Man. Super Meat Boy is Edmund McMillan. That's Team Meat. I'm talking about Explosion Man. Explosion Man was a game on the Xbox 360. A hard as nails platformer, especially if you're playing with multiple people. But the same company made a game called The Maw. The Maw is not the best game, but it's a game. And my significant memory regarding this game is the fact that, where is the fucking portal, dude? I've been looking all over for this shit. You guys probably are like, what the fuck is he doing anymore? But like, okay, so The Maw is a game that I got from winning the McDonald's Monopoly. That's my significant memory of this game. And they've most recently made the Deadpool game for VR, which even though people really liked that game, and the studio was, you know, had kind of a good track record, it got closed by Meta because they are fucking downsizing their VR division. Bro, I'm not a VR enthusiast. Like, I have one, and I enjoy it. I'm not someone who's sunk $1 million bajillion dollars into VR and, like, you know, I don't know, I'm not like the most invested person out there. I really have enjoyed the things I have played, though they have taken significant modding, in my opinion, to be made good and playable. Mainly looking at Skyrim for that. But nonetheless, the fact that a company can be known for making games that people like, and then their most recent game having just came out. It literally just came out. And they weren't even gonna wait for the reception of the fucking game to close the studio. They didn't even want to wait for the game to get received. Like, people liked it. People enjoyed this game. I don't know. It's so frustrating when games get shut down that the community actively engages in and enjoys. Like, say, for example, I remember playing Friday the 13th, the game, fucking, you know, all the time. I got it, I think, as a Games with Gold game, as a lot of my friends did, which increased the amount of players that the whole game had as a whole. That was bad phrasing, but nonetheless. It definitely boosted the amount of players in any given game. But I remember playing this game so much, and then, like, the fact that now that's just inaccessible. There's no way to play that game, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you want it, you can't. And it's just frustrating. Live service games in general just fucking piss me off, man. Like, it's so fucking frustrating that you can have games that people like, play, and enjoy. Well, like and enjoy are the same thing. But how can you have games that are received fucking well, and then the company behind said game doesn't give a fuck and still closes the company? Like, when is it gonna get to the point where people kind of fucking stop letting, I don't know, we need to stop letting these companies just buy up everything. Is there nothing as consumers that we can do? Like, don't get me wrong, I think the fucking way shit's set up does not help. But, like, bro, company, like, say Microsoft, for example. Microsoft does the same fucking thing, bro. They keep buying good companies with dedicated employees in fucking pretty extensive teams. And then they just end up fucking just closing them because they don't understand the target market. I don't understand. I don't get what else it could be besides that. Like, there are so many people talking about some of these games, and, like, don't get me wrong. Games like Concord, fucking shut her down, dude. Shut them down. Nobody wanted that shit. Hero shooters are fucking good as dead, in my opinion. Like, I cannot think of the last time I gave a fuck about a game that's considered a hero shooter. Where the fuck is the portal, dude? This is why I hate this one. This is why this fucking level is one of my least favorites, because the portal always ends up in some fuck-ass location. Oh, fuck. I almost just ended that run by falling off the ledge. No, you're fine, EFJ. I'm just, like, confused. I felt like at some point I would have fucking roamed into the right place. Oh my god. Did it fucking, like, spawn somewhere that's just inaccessible, or what? Well, yeah, I mean, that's the only downside with procedural generation, is you'll find sometimes the fucking game puts shit in places you don't even know where to look. Like, you don't know quite how to look for it. Is it up here? Yeah, it's fucking right there. Oh my god. I was roaming. I was roaming hard as fuck to try to find that. It just blends in up here. Typically it spawns in a place where it's damn near fucking unmissable. If it spawns on grass, it's kind of hard not to see it. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever fought. Oh, fuck. I don't think I've ever fought these guys before. Oh, shit. I'm Kind of impressed that I've stayed alive this long, given all of the fucking enemies that just kept spawning the longer I took. Oh, right. Holy shit. Oh, damn it. But since I left the teleporter area. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well today. I know I am. Finally off of work, and I'm off tomorrow, so that's definitely something to look forward to. Will-O-Wisp is one of the best items in my opinion. Oh shit. Just because you'll take out smaller enemies and they'll do damage to bigger ones. Get. I gotta go. Holy shit, that is insane. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was getting crazy. Wow, I'm just kind of at a loss for words. I didn't really think we'd make it out of that. Just because we idled around looking for the teleporters so long that we like I don't know, those green enemies you guys saw in abundance at the end there, they keep spawning the more time we waste. And I've never made it away from that many. Like, that was crazy. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a water. I suggest that you guys all go grab some waters. Get yourself some hydration. You know, it's important, especially during long gaming sessions, to hydrate. Alright. Got a little sandwich here. A little bit of sandwich action. Hmm. That's pretty good. Thanks for the sandwich, babe. That shit's bang. Hmm. Alright. Shit, I fucking forgot my drink. I got I got handed a sandwich. I'm like, damn, I wasn't expecting a sandwich. And I love my water. Alright. Just showing this off. You guys didn't know this was made by one of our lovely subscribers. I don't plug him often. I figured I should. His name's Puzzler Studio on YouTube. I wish he would kind of change the direction of his content sometimes. But that's just me, man. I try to give him tips, kind of put him on. But he kind of just sticks to this type of stuff he likes to do. But he's a cool guy. Shout out to him for making this. I actually like watched him make the animation live over the course of like 2 hours on the phone. But yeah, he's a cool guy. I figured I'd show this off. I'm literally just going in the kitchen to go grab a water. Because I fucking don't got my priorities straight. The sandwich just brainwashed me, gave me an amnesia. Alright, sorry about that. I also had to check on the dogs. What the fuck is this, bro? Is it a ramp? I love how the fucking difficulty just has gone away and it just is maniacal laughter now. That was so fucking random. What even happened? I just fucking got obliterated. Yeah, we'll run Commando again. Dude, I got a DM the other day, and someone on Instagram. I don't know if they were just fucking with me, but they offered to buy the channel for $50. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I didn't even respond to it. I was like, $50? That's what you think our channel's worth? Not to mention, like, who the fuck sells their YouTube channel? Sorry, I gotta have a quick private conversation, but I will be running. If you're new here, please consider liking, subscribing, just to be able to... Oh, no, not the... God, that was evil, bro. I literally came back after being on the phone for a second, and the fucking sneeze, bro, hit me immediately. And then it just disappeared. It just dipped. Ugh. God, now I'm stuck with that, like, need to sneeze feeling, but you can't. Oh my god, this is fucking torture. But like I was saying, if you're new here, or if you've already subscribed, be sure to support us in any way you can. Just because, you know, I feel like there are so few channels trying to accomplish what we try to go for. We do retro, we do modern with speedruns, streams, videos, and so much more. We plan on, you know, kind of expanding more into more long-form stuff as time goes on. But thank you guys so much for all of the support. It really does mean a lot, and it makes it so me and Pops can continue doing what we love. Oh, in other news. Oh my god. Let me blow my nose real quick. Alright. So much better. It at least relieved that fucking need to sneeze feeling. But I feel like I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation as to what's been going on. My car has been shitting out recently, and I've been kind of having a bunch of different car troubles. Fucking from the brakes to the transmission, you name it, it's fucked. Regardless. So I've been working a bunch, trying to save up some money, and I'm finally able to get a new car. And so a lot of the time has been trying to fucking brainstorm how I can come up with enough money and or address the lion in the room that was the car situation. Because as you guys probably know, I had talked about it a little bit previously. I had gotten in a car accident in December with my partner, and we're both okay, of course. That's the most important thing. But the car was totaled, and mine is not much better, and now it's finally breaking down. So we both had to get new cars. It's been hectic over the past month and a half. Now we're finally. I was trying to think of a saying, but I completely forgot it though. I was about to misquote it, and I'd rather just not. We're finally out of the tough spot there though, so I feel like I've been able to kind of shift my attention back towards the channel. I've been trying to learn a lot of different editing techniques. I'd like to get into making more, like I've said a couple times, making more long-form stuff, but particularly video game documentaries, just kind of about some of the more niche stories that I've learned about. It wouldn't necessarily be stuff that was completely it's not like nobody else had covered it. It would just be a compilation of some of my favorite of those kind of things. But nonetheless, I'm always open to suggestions as well, whether that be games to play for the lives, or topics to cover for a full-length video. I do totally appreciate any and all input when as far as that's concerned. Because honestly, the games that you guys go crazy for, when you guys are excited, I'm excited. It's so much easier to pick a game when everyone's like, dude, this game's awesome, And I feel like one of the best parts of having a community is the camaraderie that kind of comes with that. When someone's played an awesome game, they want you to experience that game too. So then they kind of hype it up, and for some people that doesn't work. Some people don't like to be, I don't know how exactly to phrase it, but some people don't like the game that everyone else likes, or the super hype game at the time. That may not be that person's bag. But for me personally, at least at this point in my life, don't get me wrong, I used to be that guy where it was if it was popular, I fucking hated it. It was that way for a while. And don't get me wrong, I'm still not a fan of what's currently the most popular games, but there are games that I would consider popular that I enjoy, It's kind of though it wasn't as popular when I got into it, Minecraft is one of the most, don't get me wrong, I think the argument could be made for games like Fortnite or fucking even shit like Roblox, unfortunately, which I fucking hated as a kid. Even as a kid, I was like, damn, these graphics are ass, bro. I hate this. that was me, man. And my friends liked it, and I was like, I don't like this user-created garbage. But that was just my opinion. I digress. Nonetheless, I feel like I don't know, the games I play now though aren't the same games I was playing when I was younger. I you know, I loved a good multiplayer experience. Whereas now, I just like, I don't know, I'm so shy online. Like, you won't catch me like talking to people in an online lobby. I just don't do that. And it's weird because I used to be super active when it comes to stuff like that, but like, I don't know. Now I just don't. I feel like I'm just gonna immediately be judged, or someone's gonna be like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, okay. And don't get me wrong, that it's just me thinking that way, but like, at the same time, I don't feel, I don't know. As a kid, I enjoyed socializing online, like, arguably when I probably shouldn't have been. But now I just, like, don't, like, aside from the channel, like, I don't like going online and, like, trying to meet online friends. I'd rather just go hang out with the homies. Like, it's not that I'm not looking for new friends at this point in my life. It's just like, I'm not gonna go get shit talked by some fucking 12-year-old. And I was that 12-year-old at one point, I get it. But it's like, damn, now I get why adults were so fucking annoyed with me all the time. Like, I felt like, I don't know, I was always inconveniencing someone being in a multiplayer lobby. Whereas it's like, now, I don't know, the last interaction I had with someone online, it was like a fucking, it literally was like a 12-year-old kid. And it just like, he just wouldn't stop. It was one of those situations where like, it doesn't matter what you say, he's just gonna keep doing it. And he was just like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this kid might have been on the spectrum, and he was kind of like stimming hard. And I feel bad that I got angry about it in retrospect, but it's like, can you mute yourself? Literally, like, bro was just saying like the same word over and over again throughout the entire match, and then like, it was I don't remember what I was playing, but for some reason it wouldn't let me fucking mute him. And then like, I'm literally like, nobody else is talking, and that's the average fucking multiplayer online experience. Like, back in the day, and I feel like like I said, I feel like Ankh fucking saying shit like this, but like, people used to like being in the in-game voice chat. Like, nobody is in the in-game voice chat, like, ever. Like, I cannot think of the last time I had an actual conversation with someone on like, voice, like, game chat. Like, that shit fucking never. Literally, it's probably been 5+ years. I had, like, falling outs with all my online friends for some reason. Like, I was friends with, a guy who was, like, 2 or 3 years older than me, and then eventually he felt like he hit that point where he was kind of too cool to hang out with me. It was literally when, like, he had... Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Got interrupted with a goodie, with a treat. But... what was I fucking saying? Bro, I just got the cookie of amnesia right there. Come on now. What? What was I saying? Chat. Oh, well, in-game voice chat. But, like... oh, my online friends. Okay, so I had a falling out with my... and his name isn't this anymore, so I feel like I can say it. But his name, for the longest, for years, bro, was Mid-Anonymous. Legitimately, that was his name. And, dude, we thought he was so cool, because he was 2 years older than us, so, like, all of us, like, in... like, because my real friend group, my school friend group would actually, like, play with my online friends, and it wasn't weird. And, like, so everyone thought this guy was so cool. And then, like, eventually, like, I don't know, he had, like, a weird, I'm not gonna say, like, romantic obsession, but, like, bro had, like, he had an obsession with the other homie, the other online homie. And, like, he would just, I don't know, he'd constantly be like, oh, well, I don't want to play with Braden, I'd rather only play with you. And it was our other homie, and I won't say his online name because he still goes by that, and I don't want to air him out because he's like the nicest guy, bro. He is literally like that guy who just, like, I don't know, he can't tell people no. Like, so, like, the problem is our homie Mid would be like, hey, boot Braden so we can get someone better. And, you know, this was back in my Destiny days or whatever. And he was like, He's like, but man, no, no, man. And then like, so then it's a fight. Like we're fighting because he was having beef with me, probably because he didn't want to be bossed around by me because I was 2 years younger than him. But he never wanted to learn how to do the mechanics of the fucking raids and the shit that we were doing. So then like, I had to be like, hey, bro, you got to do this so we don't lose, so we can keep going, kind of thing. But it's just like we had a falling out over something so stupid. I don't even remember what it was, but he's like, "I'm done with you, bro." And it was literally after I had been carrying him and other bro through like 4 hours worth of activities, and then we're doing a raid, and he's like, he wants me to keep going, and I had either work or school or both the next day, and I was like, I can't. And then he's like, bro, I give up, blah, yada yada yada, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna beef with you over the fact that first of all, like, I mean, I got a life, and this is a video game. But, like, second of all, you're always trying to kick me. Like, so, like, just, like, you should have unfriended me so much long ago. It's, like, so long ago. Nonetheless, my homie Ethan, I'll call him by his real name, because I fucking, that's how close we were. I don't talk to him anymore. You'll see his name pop up, if you ever see someone with, I think he literally has like a lizard pope, like the Futurama pope, but it's like a real lizard. That's like his profile picture or whatever. And you know it'll pop up from time to time, but it's so sad seeing the graveyard of my old online friends because I just don't talk to any of them anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, when it was like the 35-year-old guy that like I added as a friend in the middle of the night after we beat a raid, I get why I didn't talk to that dude more than like once or twice. Like, I would invite him for another raid kind of thing. But it was never like, I don't know, it's just like it's weird. It's weird because I only had I literally had like 2 or 3 friends who were around my age, and then everyone else was like way older than me. And like as long as like the whole group kept up, it wasn't weird, but like you would never want to play with like dude who had kids. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't want to play with that guy unless the whole raid group was playing. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of weird one-on-one with someone like 20 years older than you. Yeah, literally, Pops was there. I had already done the activity for the week. I was gonna get no loot, and I was just doing it to help them out. And then, like, I had work the next day, or school, or I think it was literally my senior year of high school. Like, so I had shit that I had to do the next day, and then bro crashed out on me. I was like, eventually I just stopped caring, but it sucked because, like I said, the other homie wouldn't play games with me anymore for some reason. Like, he felt like awkward about it because all that shit happened. So then it was like those were the 2 online friends I maintained since I was like 8 years old. You know what I mean? That was it. I had another friend, I think he also changed his name now. His name was like THX Sierra, and I think THX was his Call of Duty clan, which was funny. Which I didn't even play Call of Duty with him ever. But I had met him, and, you know, we had played for a while. And then, like, his dad suddenly was, like, the main person on the account. And then, like, his dad took over... It's not that his dad took over his Xbox account, but I don't know if he switched to PlayStation or what. But then I'd message him. And then it would be his dad, and his dad wouldn't want to tell me that it wasn't him. But he wouldn't... It was just so weird. Like, he definitely could have been like, hey, this is bro's dad. I'm not going to play with you. Sorry. Whatever. But instead of like elaborating, he just like he ghosted me, or would invite me to games and like not invite me to the party, and then I would like hit him up, and he'd be like, "Oh, bro, that was my dad." I was like, "What?" Because there were certain games I knew only he would play. Nonetheless, I literally like I don't know. Some people are like still tight with their online friends, like would meet them in real life kind of thing, like. I don't know, I never had online friends that were that close. Whereas I don't know, my friends have plenty of online friends. I don't know, I don't have I'd rather talk to you guys. I mean, you guys are the closest thing to, like, I don't really need online friends at this point. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If any one of you was like super chill, you know, just a chill homie trying to play a game or something, play some COD Zombies. Literally, there are certain games that I would in a heartbeat play with multiple people. I want to do high rounds with the homies. That's something I want to do. But it just seems like when I stream it, nobody gives a fuck. Like, I get it that unfortunately the COD Zombies hype has fizzled because some of the best games came out fucking, you know, 5 to 10 years ago, probably longer. Not even 5. It's crazy because 5 years ago was damn, bro. What? How did we go from 2020 to 2025? That shit just did not happen. No, it's 2026 now, but like 2025 came and went like fucking nothing. And like, I don't know, I've just every time I think, like, I don't know, I'll be like, man, that was only so many years ago, and it was like, nope, 6 years ago. This shit's whatever. We all know. Anyone, I don't know. We've all fucking witnessed the time skip. But yeah, man, it's weird. It's weird when it gets to that point in your life where you don't have time for like anything besides single player games. Cause I don't know. But then again, there's not a multiplayer game that I gotta find a crew to play with. Like, there used to be shit like that. Like, I don't know. Multiplayer games just aren't the same. Half of them just don't use mechanics I find enjoyable at all. Which sucks. I don't know. Like, I want a good first-person shooter. I cannot think of the last time a first-person shooter came out that I liked. It was probably Rainbow Six Siege. Legitimately. And I know that game's, you know, kind of come and gone, but, like, mechanically, that was the last time there was an FPS I was fucking interested in. At all. And that came out forever ago. Like, literally, that... What, is that 10 years old now? Was that 2016? Is that 10 years old? Oh, no. Legitimately, I miss good game mechanics. Not to say every game is bad and there aren't good ones. It's just like there's nothing that compels me to play it. There's nothing that's like, I have to play this. Not, at least not in the multiplayer department. I have more games that I missed, more awesome single-player games that I missed out on over the years, throughout the years, that I need to play. Because I was playing primarily multiplayer games in the past. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather go play Dead Space. I'd rather play fucking The Witcher 3. I can think of so many games that I need to scratch off the bucket list before picking up a multiplayer title. Because, like, I don't know, it's just not, the appeal's not there right now. I'm also sick of the type of multiplayer games they're making. I don't really fuck with a battle royale. I don't really want a hero shooter. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of them. It's a lot of that kind of takes away a lot of options. Why is there no normal 6v6 boots on the ground military shooter? Like, that's legitimately, like, I mean, I heard people like Battlefield for a second and they didn't. Like, I don't know. I feel like in the position where COD is right now, it leaves it leaves something to be desired, bro. Like, it leaves something to be desired in that kind of category, at least for me. Not to mention, bro, I hear there's a couple games that are inspired by OG COD Zombies coming out this year. That'd be pretty fire if those actually do come out. I feel like one of them, I'm gonna be real, kind of looks like a rug pull. Like, I feel like they provided so little, like, so little evidence that this game actually even exists that I'm like, there's been like 2 gameplay trailers, and I'm like, I don't know. This Kickstarter is probably not gonna. There's probably gonna be nothing that comes of this. I don't even remember what it was called. That's what's making me think that it's probably not gonna come out. Welcome to stream, Catch the Rainbow. Or where the fuck is the portal at? Yeah, some of them. Well, that's the only downside, I think, really, when it comes to procedural generation, is that, like, sometimes you just be looking, there's nothing. Like, you're looking for the fucking exit, and it's, like, hidden behind a rock. Or it'll be, like, up on a mountain or something that you didn't even know you could climb. I don't think I've been this way. Oh yeah. Fucking finally found it. Jesus Christ. Welcome, welcome everyone. If you're new here, be sure to give the stream a like and Sub if you haven't already. Fuck, bro. I think, can I not get an item for that, or just not fucking pay attention? Probably just didn't pay attention. Can't say I'm a big fan of some of the new enemies. I mean, they're not all terrible, but some of them are just like kind of random. If I remember correctly, the crowbar is pretty solid for this character. Just because the initial shot is pretty high damage, and increasing the likelihood, or increasing damage to enemies above 90% means that that first shot's just getting more powerful. Keep trying to slide. It's just not in this game. I mean, Commando has a roll. See, this one's not bad though, because it's mainly on like a single level of ground. It's the ones where there's different, like you can go down or up quite a bit, that where you kind of just you tend to not be able to find the portal until you've explored every last inch of the place. I find the music quite relaxing. Holy shit! Holy shit! What just happened? In a matter of minutes, all of these guys they all just cropped up. Like, it's an entire wave of them. These golems are crazy. Since you asked me, EFJ, what's your favorite game? Yeah, see what I mean though? Like this obscure ass spot for the fucking teleporter. Just looking around for that thing forever. See what's nice though is when you fight oh damn. When you fight boss, it'll actually kind of show you where the rest of the chests you haven't opened are. Because you see they have the little claw looking things over them. I remember I was so, like, I had never fought the magma worm before. I literally, like, it was the first time we played the game on the channel. A long time ago. Game of Day May, Season 2 maybe? But I saw the magma worm and it was so surprising I made it into a short, even though, as far as I understand it, not a super rare boss by any means. I just had never fought it before, so I thought it was. I don't know if they added it via update or what, you know, when it had made its way into the game. Or maybe I just hadn't played as much as I thought I did. I thought I just fell off the map. Can't tell if the chest's been opened. I think it has. Alright. Tomb Raider. It's a pretty good pick. Tomb Raider and Sword and Shield. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to dog on modern Pokemon games. Especially if that's your favorite. I don't know. I feel especially bad after saying that there's no good ones after Black and White. It's just like, I don't know. Unfortunately, there are certain things that I go to a Pokemon game for that not everyone else does. And I don't know, I associate Pokemon games with being turn-based. So, you know, once they kind of stopped being, is Sword and Shield turn-based? It is? See, that was right before they switched with Legends, the Legends series. No, you're fine. I mean, gaming is really just, to me, I don't really care what you play as long as you're playing a game. I might be a little bit more judgmental if your favorite game is fucking Madden or something, but you know, we're all gamers at the end of the day. As much as I feel like most of us kind of feel like that's a kind of a cringy term. I don't know why exactly, but it just kind of feels like it. We all are people who play video games. I don't know if I've found one of these golden shrines before. Oh my god. Oh my dog. She going crazy. Same. Not a big fan of football. It's one of those things that my family, like my extended family, kind of try to just like force me to enjoy, even if I just like they'd be like, oh, play a game with. Oh, sorry, I had a hiccup. Play a game with us, and I'm like, dude, I just don't. I mean, I don't mind throwing the football. I just don't like playing football. Is that so wrong? I don't like playing it, watching it. But I mean, I don't care if like for people who do, it's completely fine. I just don't like when people are like, "Oh my god, you don't like football? You're fucking stupid." I'm like, "Oh, so that's how it is then, huh?" See, I'm one of those type of people where it's like you're entitled to like playing or not playing or enjoying any fucking game, movie, show, etc. As long as you're not forcing me to like it. As long as you're not telling me that I have to be a fan of it, because I may not. So like when people try, kind of forcing those kind of games on you, you're like, dude, I'm good, and actually I'm even less likely to enjoy the thing now that you've tried to fucking force it. Like, bro, there was no way that you were gonna pay me to watch Tiger King, bro. Nobody like, everyone was like, oh my god, dude, this shit's fucking awesome. And I'm like, I just don't care about this. Like, there's a couple different things that come to mind where it's like, everyone was talking about it, and I didn't even really see the appeal with that shit. Honestly, I like, I like a lot of what's considered, I guess, subversive comedy. I like Always Sunny. That's, It's definitely one of my faves, though it's kind of gone downhill, in my opinion, a little bit as time's gone on. Uh, I don't know. In general, I dig a good comedy. I don't mind serious stuff. I was watching fucking Mr. Robot the other day. But I don't know. Probably my favorite shows are cartoons, probably, if I'm being honest. Like, the things that I watch on repeat tend to be cartoons. Futurama, fucking Ren and Stimpy, not as much. That was more when I was younger. Rocko's Modern Life. I've been watching a lot of Clone High. That's a classic. I didn't watch that when it came out, but I've, watched that more since it had, since, I wouldn't say the reboot, but before that came out. I'd say like a year or so before that, and then like I got interested in it again when the reboot came out, and then nobody cared about the reboot. I mean, like, I don't know, people talked about it, but then it didn't really do well. But I don't feel like it was necessarily bad, just not as good. People need to realize that when you dig a show or movie out of the grave, it tends to not be as good. You know? You can only do something so many times, or you can only, like I said, kind of dig it back up after so long. Like, I don't know. There's only so much you can do with a reboot, and once you've done that, you either continue on with the reboot, like as if it never stopped, or which is what Futurama's kind of doing, or you cancel it abruptly because you didn't feel like it got enough reception, like season 3 of Clone High got canceled, where it ends on a fucking cliffhanger. Like, it's kind of shit, dude. Like, literally, like, bringing the show back after 20 years or whatever, and then doing a second season even of the reboot, and then leaving it on, like, making it a cliffhanger, and then having no plans to bring it to any other streaming services, platforms, etc. Like, damn. That's fucking garbage. I low-key hate subscription services so much. Like, I don't know. Most of the time, they don't tend to provide quite as much as you pay. Like, it's close, but they always take the stuff you want off right as you want to watch it, too. I don't know. That's kind of my experience. See, I've never watched that. My grandpa did it, though. He was a regular MacGyver fan. His rotation was... Luckily, I didn't have to watch much of that. But whenever I'd see him, he'd be watching Andy Griffith, the classic old white people show. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's pretty much what it is. Like, so Andy Griffith, fucking the Beverly Hillbillies, yet again another old white people show. Damn, fucking insta KO. I keep getting killed by it. I don't even know what took me out that time. I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think what kind of wanted to hop on another game, but I don't I don't know what. What do we think, chat? Do you guys care if I hop on and vibe on another game for a bit, or should we stick with some Risk of Rain? I mean, I'm totally willing to. I don't know. Sometimes you're midstream and you're like, damn, I kind of want to switch it up a little bit. Oh, I see people dropping off. That answers the question. That answers the question. We stay on Risk or Rain. I guess we'll give this character a shot. I've just noticed people prefer if you like in a stream if you stick to a game, like one game. I don't know, or at least like your streams tend to get pushed a little bit differently. What the fuck? This character's kind of cool. I low-key might grab a little can of energy, perhaps. I've noticed so far this character has no fucking health. Like, getting destroyed. Alright, I'm gonna go grab an energy drink real quick. Give me 1 second. Once again, gonna remind you guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Help us out in any way possible. And on top of that, be sure to hydrate yourself. It's important during long gaming sessions to get yourself a little H2O with our regular sponsor, water. Water bottle. It's a water bottle. God, I don't know. I find it so goofy the way that British people say water bottle. Whereas, like, in the Midwest, it's water bottle. Or you got water bottle. Bro, I'm so stupid. Alright, I too am back. Thank you guys for your patience. Had to also put on a t-shirt. It's getting a little hot. You see what I mean about procedural generation? Like, look at this shit. Okay, so there's the portal. Alright. It seems like it's best to get out of the early stages quickly, unless you have like a lot of chests that you can get quite easily. Sorry about that. Dog was outside. I had to pass the information along. Oh, I haven't even been using that ability. I kind of like this character. Indeed, more items, more better. Welcome to stream, Alex McCurry. Oh, the Wandering Vagrant. Easily the easiest bullet sponge. Why did I say it that way? The easiest bullet sponge that ever did. Like, I don't know, sometimes like you like think something and then you say it out loud and you say it with such a weird cadence that you just like check yourself for a second. You're like, dude, why are you fucking talking like that? That's the kind of moment I had just now. feel like base stats wise, this might be the weakest character so far, though. Alright. Not too bad. Crowbar. Egg. See, it's not a bad item, just not the most fantastic one either. Origin of tar. What a weird fucking description. You know, it's my hometown. Origin of tar. I can definitely appreciate the base speed though. Okay, nice. We found I feel like we need power-ups to fight this. There's gonna be a kind of sizable jump in health with this next boss if I were to guess. Although I'm not immediately seeing any chests. See, I could swap an item over there. This shit's fucking barren. No. Costs gold per bullet. Oh shit. I think that thing's kind of booty. Whereas, like, at least the dragon egg gives me an escape option. That Gatling gun, unless you have a... But then again, when you get to that point where you have a bunch of money, I'm sure it's pretty good. No. I keep doing that on accident. Take that, Mr. Lizard Man! Yeah, see? Well, there are not many chests here. Like I'm searching far and wide. See, I feel like Risk of Rain 2 is so nostalgic for me, even though I didn't play it a whole lot, because I'd watch a lot of commentary videos where they just have this in the background, and I really get it now. It is truly perfect for commentary. It is. Like, it does not take the same level of effort to play this game and commentate as it does so many other titles. Like, one of the most difficult things, in my opinion, with some games, especially stuff like speedrunning certain games, or like, I don't know, stuff that takes a whole lot of focus like the Souls games. You know, it's difficult as fuck to commentate on them sometimes. Legitimately. Like, it's not that it's not a fun game or there's not stuff going on that you can talk about. It's more so just like, it takes such a level of involvement that you're not necessarily going to have the most inspired commentary. You know, and with that, you have to kind of sometimes pick and choose whether you're commentating or you're playing, because half the time when you talk, then you're just playing like shit and dying. I mean, there will be times where I'm explaining the mechanics of a Dark Souls fight while I'm doing it, and then like I'm dying like 3 times during the explanation because I can't, like, I'm trying for the life of me to balance explaining and playing. Which is just kind of a skill within its own. Yeah, gasoline is good. I picked up on that. I forgot items? You mean like when I moved on from the last stage, or did I literally like pay for something and not pick it up? Oh, I think my goose is cooked. This character just does not absorb damage whatsoever. Hell yeah. That's perfect. That's actually, that I could not have gotten a better item there. This character definitely has almost all the other ones beat when it comes to movement. Like, the speed is insane. Like, no items to achieve that fucking basic speed either. This game has taken me years to remember, like, or to learn and, like, actively know what items mean when I'm using them. Oh, this is what you're talking about? Oh, is this what you were talking about item-wise? Because this looks kind of booty cheeks. Oh, I paid for something last stage and did pick it up. Sounds like me. Sometimes the ADHD be going crazy. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. This is one of my favorite games to just kind of play in my spare time, so I'm glad that you guys have been having as much fun as I have. Keep thinking that's a slide. It's like a marking objective. It seems like Focus Crystal pairs pretty well with Gasoline. They're similar abilities. Or, yeah, they have similar perks. Sticky Bomb's good. I just don't... since it's random what item it switches. Those particle effects are more noticeable than they usually are, I feel like. I banished that fucker. Have a good one, EFJ. Thanks for hanging out. What do we think? Primordial Cube or the Sawmorang? I kind of liked the Sawmorang because it's similar to the ability I already got, but the black hole seems kind of cool. Cube doesn't do damage. Just kind of sucks them in, I'm guessing. Fucking clobbered. Damn. Just got fucking destroyed. I don't think I've seen this one before. Damn. Oh, it's kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna go with Huntress again. Welcome to stream, Optic Love. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all having a good night tonight. If you're new to stream, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. It's all appreciated. If you're new here, me and Pops that's currently in chat, Pops Plays. He's my dad. We make a wide variety of content here, from modern to classic retro, as well as speedrunning. We've got all kinds of variety here. We stream just about every day. Don't get me wrong, we had a little bit of a gap the past couple weeks, and Pops has been doing a lot better than I have, but I had a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a break in the streams, but we're back at it, and we're gonna at least shoot for 2 to 3 a week, at least from me, and you can expect more from Pops. So, like I said, so many things to look forward to. And then obviously we've got sorry, I got distracted for a second. We've got all kinds of dude, I lost my train of thought. But I'm so sorry about that, guys. Something caught my eye and I fucking completely like blank. We've got well, in other words, Jesus Christ. In other words, we've got all kinds of playlists and stuff. You're looking for where to start on your journey throughout Jesus Christ, I'm trying to think of like something inspired and it's just not flowing out. Most of the time I'm pretty quick with it. Jesus. You guys get what I mean. Do all the things. Do the things that all the other people on YouTube tell you to do. It's annoying, and I know you guys don't like being reminded by all the different channels that you watch to like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever. But it's literally because, like, when you look at the stats, how many people, and I'm guilty of this too, right? Some of my favorite content creators that have like give me so many hours of joy, I have completely forgot to like engage with their content properly, like at least to help them. Like I'm no better, so whenever I say stuff like this, don't think I'm like, completely different. We all forget to support the creators we love, but I since I've started making content and I've started to understand the importance, at least when it comes to the algorithm pushing you as a creator, of all of those things, liking and also it's important as a creator to remind people to like and shit, to engage with your stuff. So like, I don't know, as that's gone on, I now like every video I actually watch on YouTube for the most part. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think I forgot a couple times, but like I've been doing so good about that recently, and it's so minimal, but now I think now more than ever I fully understand how it kind of changes the game for that creator. So it tends to be like a tenth, if not less, of your community tends to engage with stuff. 10%. Just about. Which is insane. God, I've got a specific Queen song stuck in my head. I'm just like, I don't even know when the last time I heard this song was, so I don't know why it's fucking stuck in my head. And I'm trying to think of what the name of the song is, because I definitely know it. Because if not, it wouldn't be stuck in my head. But I didn't hear it at work. It wasn't in my playlist. I don't know, maybe it is in one of my playlists. Maybe I was listening to it on the way to work at some point. Like, I'm trying to, like, trace the origin of an earworm. You know what I mean? Like, figure out when I picked it up. Which earworm is, like, a whole term is kind of gross, because then you think of, like, a real worm. Because when I heard the term earworm as a kid, I was like, dude, what the fuck? I didn't think people had worms like this. Little did I know. Little did I know they were just fucking talking about music. I feel like it's the song... It's fucking Under Pressure. It has I was thinking it has David Bowie. Like, there's only fucking pretty much that song. Because I was just like, I started from like in the middle to the end of the song, and I completely played it backwards in my head until I figured out what song. It's so stupid. These are the things that I'm, like, thinking about every day. It's weird. I didn't know that everyone, like, not every person has a internal dialogue, I guess. Which is just weird. So, like, what the fuck is going on when you're thinking? What is thinking, then? Because, like, I don't know. My thought process is my internal dialogue. For the most part, it's like... I don't know. You're silly, Pops. Ah. It's funny that I was making a joke about, I was making a joke about that game not, like, that fucking Kickstarter game not actually existing. And this gun's called the Crowdfunder. I just don't feel like this would be that good if it's wasting your money every time you use it. But is it just that you can use it whenever you want? And just add additional damage? Is that why it's good? I'd like to know from like someone who's actually experienced. 'Cause I don't personally see the appeal of wasting money. But then again, I mean, maybe I'm just dumb. I feel like I've got pretty much everything. But I finally found the portal after blindly running around. Damn, chop them up. This is like the only character that the Vagrant can actually do decent damage to. Did I just fucking die? What? I didn't even see that one coming. I just don't really see what the fuck happened. Woo! I didn't even notice Pop's Pop snuck on there and gifted five memberships. Shout out to everyone who got one. Michael W, R Dog 45, Apathetic Echo, Shark Souls, and Baggy Vital. feel like we've got just about everything. There could be more. The enemies are still spawning kind of slow. I don't have as much to work with. Do it. The generation is just pretty lucky on this one. The amount of fucking free coins I've found. Damn, that's a good one. That's a pretty solid one. Are you... Oh, it doesn't kill you. Okay. Okay. I'll take that. I was a little frustrated right there. I was a little angry. I thought I just died. Damn, that power up, or like that attack is really good. The way it just ping pongs back and forth. Out where that fucking portal was just tucked away at. Speaking of, Where the hell is the other half of this boss? So confused. Fuck. Gotta be up there, right? Nope. Just didn't notice the indicator, so I was like, where the hell did he go? Oh, okay. So it gives you two of the same reward. Um. Oh, that's an easy one. Sorry, Pops put up a poll. I was trying to interact with it. It's Bender. The answer is Bender. C. I mean, Zoidberg is pretty close. I feel like there's a lot of people, weirdly enough, who definitely know what Zoidberg looks like, but haven't seen Futurama, which is kind of weird. Just because, like, there are fucking YouTubers that probably immediately come to mind who have used Zoidberg as either their profile picture or like their avatar in Gmod. Like, it's like I feel like people definitely know Zoidberg, but maybe not. Surprisingly enough, maybe not from Futurama. Oh, literally, that enemy just attacked me and made me pick a different item. Good to know that this ability just completely negates fall damage. Shit. I mean, I could have figured, but I didn't think of it, like, for that purpose. Oh my gosh. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was trying to make sure we got all the chests and shit, but I was definitely looking for the portal first and foremost. That was really close. This character just barely has enough health to just to eat that charge attack. Hell yeah. Got that shit done. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, I was trying to open this shit like I have money from the last round. Or stage, rather. Oh my gosh. Do we really need to be jumping 3 times? It definitely doesn't hurt. Just weird that we've got... I mean, we got the item twice because we did the mount thing on one of them. So we got 2 with the same item. Do we want the weird tentacle or not the weird tentacle? So that's the question. That's a good one. Damn. That's not what I wanted to trade for that at all. It's like the worst thing, honestly, that I could have fucking swapped there. What? What? I was fucking mollywopped. I was fucking manhandled. Got a new character. Don't think I've ever played this character. Give it a whirl. Give it a go. Fucking robot. Bro, slow as shit. Oh my god. He's so slow. I can already tell I hate this. This does not feel like a good character to me. This feels like garbage. Do people really defend this character, you think, as their favorite? Oh my god. It's awful. I mean, I guess I kinda get it. You know, I'll give them a go. I guess I can kind of see the appeal. I mean, still slow as hell. That helps. Seems like certain characters almost have like a built-in, like certain drops are more likely for that character. Something like that. At least like on the common end. Ah, this shit again. You see what I mean? Like it's already in the early game trying to give me movement speed type shit. Ah, I knew it was up there. After searching down there for so long, I eventually came to that conclusion. Yeah, maybe I judged this dude too harshly initially. This music is just so good to just chill and vibe with. Bro, we're back to the origin of tar. Let's go. Whatever the fuck that means. Okay, beauty. Things messed. Hell yes. This is a great trade for the fucking thing I had before. It pretty much doubled my current health. Like, that is insane. That's why you should leave no stone unturned in this game. Like, fucking check everything. Could be, like, the best item ever. That's as stupid as that sounds. Oh, where the fuck? Oh, I went right past it. It blended in. It blended in perfect. Crazy. I don't know how I missed that. This is a boss I've never fought before. I can tell high DPS is the appeal of this character. Holy shit. Damn, I killed the boss so quick they weren't expecting it to be that fast. Oh, man. Damn. Oof. Holy shit. So I just noticed the whole loadout thing. Wondering how requires Bandit Classic Man. As Bandit successfully used Lights Out. Okay. I didn't know about all of this, if I'm being honest. Well, we're at just about 4 hours into the stream, a little under, and I'm feeling real tired. I did work a 7 or 8 hour shift today. Came right home and hopped right on and tried to do my best for you guys. I know getting back into commentary and everything, it takes a little bit of time to kind of adjust your brain, the thought process, and everything behind all that. Um, I'm glad that you guys have all kind of dealt or kind of bared with me while I've dealt with my whole car situation, which is now being resolved this week. So my stresses have kind of been resolved, and in that regard, and I should kind of be back on the grind. Hopefully more consistently this week. But like I said, thank you guys so much for bearing with me. It's been so much fun. I can't wait to spend some more time with you guys in the future. I always want to thank you for making our streams a part of your daily routine. It really does mean a lot. The fact that so much of you guys hang out, you watch it while you're eating some food, or you're playing late at night and you want to not feel like you're by yourself. It really does mean a whole lot. Like I said earlier in the stream, this is one of those things that I really wanted to do when I was younger. So to be in the position where I can actually, be behind the mic, making the content, I honestly can't. I couldn't be more happy with the position we're in when it comes to the channel, and it really is because of each and every one of you guys. So there's a reason why sometimes in my own opinion, too much. I thank you guys. I don't know. I just, God, that sentence came out garbled. I gotta restart. I feel like you guys sometimes are like, hey, how can I support? And I really do always kind of regurgitate the same, hey, like, comment, share, subscribe, because it sounds stupid. It really does. And I know as we're at the end of the stream, more and more people are going to drop off, but give it a like. If you're here now at the 4th hour of the stream, give it a like. I know you're probably going to go to bed after this, or maybe you're just starting your day depending on where you live. Give it a like. I really do urge you, because it helps the algorithm know that this is the type of content you enjoy. These are the type of games you like watching. Things like that, and it really will help push our content so much more. And be sure to turn on the little notification bell, and switch it to all to be able to be notified of all of our streams. Because I've noticed myself, considering I have a personal YouTube account that's not the channel, I've noticed that certain times I'll just completely miss notifications for channels I'm watching. And it's because I haven't done that, and it's so goofy, but because you think that when you click the bell that you're letting YouTube know that you want notifications in general, but it still kind of suppresses a certain level of notifications. It's kind of goofy, but nonetheless, it'll let you know when we're going to be live again. We've got all kinds of stuff to look forward to in the future, and you can always comment on any of our videos or past live streams what kind of games you'd like to see us play in the future. We take those considerations, or we take those suggestions to heart, and really consider them, because we're always looking for new games to play. I know that I'm sure you guys can relate to feeling super burnt out even on your favorite games, and that's how I was feeling today. I really wanted to hop back into speedrunning DuckTales, as some of you saw, but then it got to the point where I kind of hit a wall, and I needed to practice a little bit more before I hopped in, and I was like, man, I remember that I picked this game up while it was cheap on sale, and then I don't know, the whole night kind of recovered itself. It's one of those games that's kind of perfect to kind of just turn your brain off and play for a while. Towards the end, I kind of got less inspired in the commentary department, but that is just because, like I said, I worked a whole work day before this, and I hadn't streamed in a bit. I really did want to share this time with you, so. Like I said, be sure to do all the things, like it up, just because you're here. You made it all the way to the end. You're a real special person, and thanks for spending this time with me. As always, it's been Bray from the Vid-Bits. See you guys in the next one. Peace.